Hello, race fans, and welcome back to the More Freedom series. Today we are here in Darlington, South Carolina at the Darlington Raceway for the Darlington 74. This is going to be race number 6 in the More Freedom series, season 3. And let's go through your points real fast. Your points leader is still going to be the number 329 of Heck of a Duber. Second place will be the 69 of Arco Creates. Third will be the 80 of Hall Garrick. Fourth will be the 300 of Resemble. Fifth will be the 25 of JTM. Sixth will be the 71 of Kung Fu Beer. Seventh will be the number 72 of Duchess. Eighth will be the number 8 of Moon Bunny. Ninth will be the 38 of Baseman. And rounding out your top 10 is going to be the number 3 of Geek Girl Games. So that's your top 10 in points. Let's go through your team points. Still leading the way is going to be Douche Motorsports. Second place will be KFB Racing. Third will be MBR. Fourth will be Dump and Roll Racing. And rounding out your top 5 is going to be the Drop Bear Racing Team. So there's your team points. You can see your chassis points as well. Chevy leading the way there. And great battle at the top for that. And for the team points. So I think we're going to see how the racing goes today here at Darlington. These drivers are fired up. Crowd's already filing in, so let's go racing. Let's go through your starting top 10 real fast. Starting on the pole is going to be the 96 of Nico 2588, and on his outside, the 420 of Queen of Hearts. Starting third will be the 329 of Heck of a Duber, and on his outside, the 06 of Ice Cream Some Days. Starting fifth will be the 00 of Mudbone, and on his outside, the number 11 of TC Roberts. Starting 7th will be number 29 of Wishbone Attack, and on his outside, the number 8 of Moon Bunny. Starting 9th will be the number 3 of Geek Girl Games, and on her outside, the number 49 of Jetman. So that's your starting lineup today for this Darlington 74. As Nico brings us down to take the green flag, I think it's about time. Let's see what he can do. He's going to lead us down, and great bird's eye view of the start right here. Down they come, and there's the green flag, and we are underway here at Darlington. Nico leading us down into turn 1. Duber right behind him. That 420 of Queen of Hearts on the outside. The 00 of Mudbone down underneath. So Darlington, the track too tough to tame. The Lady in Black, all those nicknames for it. You're going to get Darlington stripes, all that stuff here, possibly. Turn 1 and 2 is going to be different than turn 3 and 4. 3 and 4 is going to be a little bit slower than 1 and 2 as that 96 of Nico leads us down on the first lap. So let's bring up your timing and scoring. As always, top 10 will be on the left. Your favorite driver will be scrolling across the top. Those two Chevys right there behind Nico, that 00 of Mudbone and that 329 of Heck of a Duber, your points leader in the Ketchup Taco car for Douche Motorsports. Duber's had a great run this year. Let's jump back here through the field, see what's going on as that number 3 of Geek Girl Games down to the inside of the 420 of Queen of Hearts. G3 into 1 and 2, passing pretty easy right now over that 420. Followed right behind her is going to be the 300 of Resemble and the 20 of Adam B5000, the Daytona winner. So a couple winners right here on the track, right behind each other, into 3 and 4. Down underneath the 420 of Queen of Hearts, battle on the track for 7th position. Yes, I believe 6th or 7th. As we go down into 1 and 2, the freight train of cars going to be going around that 420 of Queen of Hearts. Here comes her teammate, that 06 of Ice Cream Some Days, and the 33 of Harvey Jones. As her other teammate, that 13 of King of the Aces, down underneath the 143 of Mom Games Hard. Let's jump back up here to the front, make sure see what we got going on, as your leader on the track is still going to be the 96 of Nico 2588, last season's points champion. As a 00 of Mudbone looking down to the inside of that 329 of Heck of a Duber, heading on to the front stretch. Actually, that was the back stretch. Now we're getting into 3 and 4, heading towards the front stretch. Down the front stretch they come. Duber still maintaining that little bit of a distance over that 00 of Mudbone. Here comes that number 3 of Geek Girl Games. She was able to get around the 29 a wishbone attack and is making her way up to the back bumper of that 00 of Mudbone, and the 329 of Heck of Duber. The 96 is still your leader right now. Jump back through this field as the 51 of AJM 2588 looking to try to get underneath the 300 of Resemble down into 1 and 2. We're going to see what Resemble does. Sliding up a little bit. He's not able to get the draft and get pushed past that 300 as of right now. Down the backstretch, dropping underneath him. And here comes his teammate, the 49 of Jetman, down into 3 and 4. So AJM 2588 and his teammate Jetman, the 49, down the front stretch into 1 and 2. We're going to see what they can do as the 33, the 143, and the 13 have all teamed up to get around that 06 of Ice Cream Some Days. That Resemble, that 300 car for the Drop Bear Racing team, is just doing amazing this year as AJM still fighting to get underneath him. G3 is now able to get around the 329 of Heck of Duber along with that 00 of Mudbone. Mudbone going to be setting his sights on the leader, the 96 of Nico. I'm sure G3 is going to be doing the same thing. Now that 51 of AJM and that 49 of Jetman able to get underneath that 300 of Resemble along with the 143 and the 13. Blocking a little bit is that 49 of Jetman down into the turn. Looks like we are getting out of turn 4, heading towards the front stretch. NBR making their presence known as they've got 1, 2, 3, 4 drivers right now in the top 10. With the leader still going to be that 96 of Nico, having led from the pole already. So he's already got 10 bonus points coming his way as leading from starting on the pole and leading a lap for those 10 bonus points. Going to be helpful for him as he's currently running in the 28th position in points. He had a great race last week. I think he finished around 9th position, gained 8 spots in the points. So he was way down in the field to start last week's race. As the 329 of Heck of a Duber is not letting G3 get away from him. He is right to her bumper and still trying to, get back up to the front. Jump back here into the back, see what's going on. 4-car breakaway right here from, there's the 95 of Zed Brunna. Several bad weeks in a row for that 95 car. Great to see Zed back on the track. He has had a rough go. Him and Ice Cream, who had rough accidents last week, got into a scuffle with the 123 of Roy Chow. So Aces the Zed Motorsports trying to make a good comeback as G3 has now caught up to the back of the 00 of Mudbone, almost to the back of the 00 of Mudbone. Nico's still maintaining his lead of about a half a second over these cars. With that 3-car draft, we'll see what they can do. We'll jump back here. There's the 38 of Baseman. I have to think about it every time. Here comes his teammate, that 71 of Kung Fu Beer. KFB having started, let's see, where did KFB start today? Started 14th, currently running in the 15th position, so he's lost a spot on the track, but you know, he's had a rough couple weeks, so it's good to see KFB up here. He's battling for 14th with that 06 of Ice Cream Some Days. I mean, he would have started on the outside, and so the outside starting position here at Darlington is it's tough. It's tough. Keep dropping back through this field and again, the Moon Bunny started 8th. She's dropped back to 16th position, 17th position as the 300 Resembles also dropped back. There's a couple teammates right there for Dump and Roll. That 123 of Roy Chow and the 80 of Hall Garrick, who won the IROC race here earlier this week in a great fashion. He held off the competition. The competition really battled themselves. Weren't able to get around that 80 of Hall Garrick. I think a couple cars were maybe a little bit faster drivers, but they couldn't make that pass. So Eric looking to try to repeat. We've got a long race to go. We got 74 laps of green flag action here. We're on lap 17 right now. That 123 of Roy Chow and that 80 of Hog Eric working together right now to try to push themselves up to the front. Your leader's still going to be that 96 of Nico, up about a half a second right now over second place. That 00 of Mudbone. Keep dropping back through this field as the 34 of Super Snake underneath that 999 of Deviant. And here comes another KFB racing car, the number 1 of Jamal Jackson, as he gets around those two. And the 07 of DB, again, winner already this season, riding right now with the 23 of Fuller Than You. Known wrecker, the number 23 of Fuller Than You. I think the, talking to here in Scuttlebutt from the garage, maybe Aces, the Zed Motorsports King, and Zed both had a conversation with their driver after last week, as he's right there in front of that 72 of Duchess. So jump back through this field, or back up to the front, actually. Your leader on the track is still that 96 of Nico, again, leading from the pole. He's almost up. He's up 0.6 of a second now over that 00 of Mudbone. Mudbone's lengthened his lead over the number 3 of Geek Girl Games. G3 still hanging out right now with the 329 of Heck of a Duber, as the 29 of Wishbone Attack starting to catch up. I think we're about ready. I would say probably in the next 5 laps at the most. I think we're going to start seeing pit stops here at Darlington. Again, I think this is like just over a mile. So I think in any time now within because I think, in the last mile ovals that we've been running, pit stops happened about lap 20-ish. So lap 20, 21, somewhere in there. And I called it as the 96 of Nico 2588. Your leader is into the pits. G3 takes over the lead right now. We're going to see if any shenanigans happen as he brings it down into this long pit road. Down the front stretch. Super slow into the pits. I mean, he's going to make it up on the track. Fingers crossed for him that, there's no shenanigans that happen, as he is way down here, way down here at the beginning of pit road. So he is into his pits. Right side tires going on. Duber in as well. Right side tires going on for Duber. Gas going in that 96 left side. So a 4-tire stop for the 96 of Nico 2588. Sounds like most of the rest of the field is also pitting, as the 00 of Mudbone is down and away. So that Busch Light car for the 96 of Nico and MBR, great pit stop for him right there, and I think a great pit stop for that 00 of Mudbone. Showstopper Racing has had some amazing pit stops this year to push them towards the front. I mean, they had some bad luck earlier in the year, but I think they're okay, I mean, as of right now. So again, your leader, possibly your leader on the track, is the 96. So G3 has already led 2 laps on the day. We're going to see where she comes out on the track in relation to this 96 of Nico. So the 999 of Deviant is not your leader. It is going to be the 96 so far. So I believe that is going to be your leader on the track, the 96 of Nico 2588. We're going to make sure, we're going to let timing and scoring and everything update and see what it says, but I would say that the 96 is probably going to be your leader. We'll check out that top 10 after everything shakes out here in just a moment. And there is the update. So your leader, again, on the track is the 96 of Nico 2588. Second place is going to be that 00 of Mudbone. So a great run today for that 00 car. Mudbone currently running in the 21st in points. So he had a DNF earlier this year at Daytona, involved in an accident there. So he's working his way back up. Up 6 places in the points from last week, or from the week before. So a great run right now for that 00 of Mudbone and Showstoppers Racing. Third place is going to be the 329, the Heck of a Duber. Again, he's your points leader right now. Looks like he had a fantastic stop over that number 3 of Geek Girl Games. And the number 20 of Adam B5000, your Daytona winner. He's currently running 12th in points as of right now. So good run for him today. He has worked his way again up to 4th position. So in 5th is going to be, look at that. The 5th place car is going to be that 95 of Zed Brunna, who has had multiple weeks in a row of DNFs. I think 2 weeks in a row, I think Zed had a DNF. And thankfully he's okay after that huge hit a couple weeks ago at Atlanta. So he's doing okay. He's worked his way up to the 5th position. And he's currently running, I mean, he's running 35th in points right now. As that 38 of Baseman is working up behind him. Going to think about passing him as Baseman. Again, he's now running in the 6th position. Baseman right now 10th in points. I believe he finished 3rd at Daytona as we have a caution on the track. Caution on the track. So we're going to see a shakeup here as it looks like Jetman was involved in a caution. And they're going to catch up to that beautiful orange and black Dodge Challenger pace car. So Nico dropping down here on lap 27, 7 laps after he took 4 tires and fuel. They are coming into the pits again. We're going to watch it and see if anybody stays out real fast. So Jetman does appear to have damage to his car of some sort. We'll watch these pit stops. It looks like the entire field is coming in. So it's going to be a race off of pit road. Your leader, the 96 of Nico, driving all the way down to his pit stall. We're going to see him go past that 49 of Jetman. I'm not sure what happened to him, but we'll definitely check that out in just a moment as we watch this pit stop by the 96 of Nico 2588. He is in. Let's see what he's doing. Right side tires going on for that 96. Right side on the 329 and the 06. Fuel going into the 96. Left side tires going on. 4 tire stop for the 96. 2 tire stop for 3 of these other cars. Multiple other cars with 2 tire stops. So the 96 of Nico 2588, his team chooses to take 4 tires this time, while multiple other teams take only 2 tires. So huge gamble by the 96. As your leader off of pit road is going to be the 329 of Heck of a Duber, as things get insane in the back of the pack, as Duber's going just hella slow right now. Catching up to that pace car, so let's go see what brought out that caution. So this caution is going to be brought out by that 49 of Jetman, and really it's no accident. His engine just let go in turn 1, and that's what's going to bring out this caution. He's going to stop on the backstretch and have to be towed back to the pits. So there's what brings out your caution. The 49 of Jetman has his engine let go here at Darlington, so his race is going to be done, and we'll get back to live action. Let's go through your top 10 after those pit stops. So with a 2 tire stop, 329 of Heck of a Duber takes over the lead. Second place will be the number 20 of Adam B5000. Third place will be the 95 of Zed Brunna. Fourth will be the 300 of Resemble. Fifth will be the 96 of Nico 2588. Sixth will be the 51 of AJM 2588. Seventh will be the 29 of Wishbone Attack. Eighth will be the 00 of Mudbone. Ninth will be the 619 of Balls Deep. Big Slick right there. And rounding out your top 10 is going to be, the 38 of Baseman is being shown in 11th, but G3 is supposed to be in 10th. So we're going to see how that goes. But Baseman might be in 10th. He might be in 11th. But we're going to see if we get 1 lap to go here until green. As tough break for that 49 of Jetman. Again, an engine camshaft is what I'm hearing from the pits. And so tough break for him. He's going to be out of this race. Unfortunately, out of this race. He had a great start today. Started in the 10th position. was up there towards the front with his teammates, and unfortunately his engine let go. Hopefully, I mean, fingers crossed for MBR that they don't have that same issue with any of the rest of their engines, as we've got currently the 96, the 51, and the 29 all in the top 10 right now. That's going to be in 5th, 6th, and 7th, so 3 MBR cars nose to tail to restart this race. Last week's winner, the 88, currently running 30th right now, behind his teammate, the 25, so all the MBR cars running right together. But the story of the day right now is that pit stop by the pit strategy by the 329, the 20, the 95, and the 300. 2 tires and fuel for those 4 cars. We're going to see if that makes a difference and how things go. I think the 51 of AJM also took 2 tires. So I know Nick took 4 tires, and I think Wishbone and Mudbone both took 4 tires. So we'll see what happens. And Baseman is being shown in the 10th position now, as the 329 of Heck of a Duber is going to lead us down to take this green flag here on lap number 30, starting lap number 31 at Darlington. Coming down this long front stretch. It's not that long, but it seems like a long front stretch. As the green flag is out, Duber leading us down. There's the green flag. Down into turn 1 we go. So Duber with a good breakaway and a great start over that 20 of Adam B5000. We're going to see what these cars that took 2 tires and 4 tires and all the tires, what they do as that 95 of Zed Brunner being pushed along by the 300 of Resemble. On the outside is that 96 of Nico with those 4 tires. We're going to see what he does as he's pushing that 20 of Adam B5000 down the front stretch into 1 and 2, dropping down right there in front of that 300 of Resemble. The 95 of Zed Brunner to 2nd position here on the day, but with the 300, or I'm sorry, the 96 was knocking on the door right there. Confusing myself for a second. Again, your leader on the track, so the 329 of Heck of a Duber, the points leader. Looking to catch up is that 96 of Nico down to the inside into 1 and 2. Zed going up high, that 96 with those 4 tires, blowing past the 95 of Zed Brunner, setting his sights on that 329 of Heck of a Duber, trying to take the lead of the race back down into 3 and 4. Duber on the outside, your points leader. No competition right there for that 96 of Nico 2588, blows past Duber and takes the lead back over here on a lap number 33. Getting ever close to halfway here at Darlington. Checking back through this field as this 38 of Baseman and that number 3 of Geek Girl Games hooked up with that 06 of Ice Cream Some Days. Thinking about getting around that 51 of AJM 2588. 300 of Resemble and the 20 of Adam B5000 falling way back. But that 80 of Hog Eric, winner earlier this week at Darlington, has made his way up to the 13th position right now. As G3 and Ice Cream both getting around that 51 of AJM. The 00 of Mudbone right to the back bumper of the 95 of Zed Brunner. Again, Mudbone having taken 4 tires. Zed with 2 tires and Duber with 2 tires. So Mudbone dropping his left sides down underneath that white striped line. Baseman having taken 4 tires as well is now powering around that 95 of Zed Brunner, as is the 3 of Geek Girl Games. The 00 of Mudbone now to the back bumper of that 329 of Heck of a Duber. It was a great strategy by Duber. I can barely say strategy to get those bonus points. So he did get those 5 bonus points for leading a lap, which, I mean, bonus points now can help you and the rest of the season, but I'm not sure if those 2 tires have enough for that 00's brand new 4 tires, as here comes the 38 of Baseman and the 3 of Geek Girl Games and that 06 of Ice Cream Some Days. Down into the 3 and 4 they go. Actually, turn 1, sorry. Blowing past that 329 of Heck of a Doober is all 4 of those cars. 51 of AJM, able to get around the 95 of Zed Brun, is setting his sights on that 329 of Heck of a Doober. Checking on your leader, the 96 of Nico 2588 has stretched his lead right now to almost 2 seconds over the 00 of Mudbone, who just took away that position from the 329 of Heck of a Doober. Doober falling into the clutches right now of the 51 of AJM. I'm not sure if AJM took 4 or 2 tires. Driving back through this field, see what's going on. That's a 660 of Garrett Miller for Showstoppers Racing, has made his way up to and past the number 80 of Hall Garrick for 13th position. Garrett started, where did Garrett start today? He started 32nd on the day, so Garrett has made his way up to the top 15 right now, up to 13th position. I'm sure he probably took those 4 tires, so no regrets on that, as the 143 at Mom Games Hard. So G3 Motorsports has had a few good weeks in a row here, as that 143 of Mom Games Hard now looking down to the inside of the 300 of Resemble. Down into 1 and 2 they go. MGH down to the inside and around that 300 Resemble, setting her sights on that 95 of Zed Brunner right now. So G3 Motorsports with the 143 and the number 3 having a great run this week. She is up to the 9th, as G3 is currently running 4th on the track. So they stopped on lap 27. So I'm guessing about lap 47. I think we've got 2 more stops to go here. If I'm doing some mathicals in my head, I'm guessing we're going to have probably 2 more stops at least. So if we do lap 47, we'll see in about 5 laps what Nico does if he comes in and takes what he does for his pit stops. But that would put us at lap 47, and then we would have to stop again on lap 67, which would leave us about 7 laps to a 7-lap shootout at the end. I mean, we don't know yet, as Baseman is able to get around the 00 of Mudbone. So change up for second place is the number 38 and the number 3 are able to get around the 00 of Mudbone. The 06 of Ice Cream Some Days is setting her sights on that 00 of Mudbone and see if she can get around him as well. But great run for the 38 and the number 3, as G3 having started 9th on the day, and Baseman having started, where did Baseman start today? Looking through the starting lineup here, Baseman actually started 27th on the day. So an awesome run for Baseman and G3, as he's moved his way up to 2nd position from starting all the way back in 27th. So let's go through this top 10. So again, still your leader is the 96 of Nico. 38 of Baseman, who started again in the 27th position, has made his way up to 2nd right now. G3 is in 3rd. The 00 Mudbone will be 4th. Mudbone started in the 5th position, and the Ice Cream started 4th on the day, and she's actually kind of retained. She's in 5th. So, and in running in 6th right now is going to be that 51 of AJM 2588, who started, AJM started on the day. He started 15th, so he's up into the top 10 into 6th. And like again, the 660 of Garrett Miller started 32nd, has now made his way up to the 7th position. And 8th is going to be the 95 of Zed Brunna for the moment. Zed is able to get around that 143 of Mom Games Hard. Zed started, where did Zed start the day at? He started 21st on the day, but he's actually getting passed by that 143 of Mom Games Hard. So Mom Games Hard up to the 8th position. MG8 started 16th on the day, so halved her starting spots. As I think we've got pit stops happening right now on the track. We'll see if we can catch up to our leader, the 96 of Nico. So Baseman's going to take over your lead. The 96 of Nico, 25.88 into the pits here on lap 47. So basically every 20 laps. So we're going to see laps again, or pit stops again on lap 67 or 68. So we've got one more stop to the end. Nico's got right side tires going on that 96 Busch Light Dodge for MBR. Looks like they might be 4 tires. Fuel going in. 4 tire stop for that 96. The 329 of Heck of a Duber is in. 2 tires on him. And the 96 is down on the way. We'll see what Duber does here. He is definitely going 4 tires and fuel for this stop. So Duber, you know, it was a good try as the 51 of AJM took over the lead from the 338 of Baseman. I was going to say, is the 51 out of fuel? Wasn't sure there for a second. So the 96 might be your leader. We're going to follow him around. Your current leader on the track is the 51 of AJM. Here comes that 38 of Baseman out. And the 3 of Geek Girl Games. So we're going to let all of this timing and scoring and everything update. But I think the leader possibly is going to be the 96 of Nico again. Having a great car here today at Darlington, as we have a lot of folks coming out of the pits right now. That Lionel Marita Ford for KFB. The 07 and the 33 getting back on the track right there in front of the possible leader. Cold tires on that 07 and that 33. DB trying to stay up here in front. Drops down in front of probably what is our leader, I think. And it is. The leader on the track is going to be the 96 of Nico, 25.88. He just went ahead and put that number 33 of Harvey Jones a lap down. It looks like the 71 of Kung Fu Beer is going to be a lap down. The 11 of TC Roberts is now a lap down. Second place is going to be the 38 of Baseman. The 88 of NM is also a lap down. Third place is going to be that 3 of Geek Girl Games. The 123 of Roy Chow now a lap down. And it looks like some issues with the 29 of Wishbone Attack, who had started 7th on the day, is now a lap down as well. As the 00 of Mudbone is currently in the 4th position. His teammate, the 660 of Garrett Miller, in 5th. 6th will be the 06 of Ice Cream Someday. 7th will be the 329 of Heck of a Duber. And 7th or 8th will be the 143 of Mom Games Hard. 9th will be that 777 of Seabass. And 10th will now be the 25 of JTM 2588. So JTM, who was at one point in the race running dead last, having started 26, has made his way up to 10th position. So lots of movement here up the front. Jump back up here to the front of this pack, see what's going on. As the 96 of Nico, currently your leader, he will have led at halfway today. So let's make sure we mark that down. Got to get out a pencil. Again, your leader at halfway is going to be the 96 of Nico, 25.88. He's already led 44 laps on the day. And so pretty much Nico has led at half, started from the pole. I think he's going to have led the most laps because there's only 19 laps left and there's nobody to be able to catch him. As far as laps led, Baseman is currently running 3 seconds behind. G3 is almost 4 seconds behind. So really this is Nico's race to win or lose here on the track and into the pits. Again, we're going to see another pit stop around lap 67. So it's going to be just a few laps of a shootout right there at the end to see who wins this race. As KFB is going to try to catch back up to that 96 and get his lap back. Last person on the lead lap is actually that 33 of Harvey Jones. And then there's the 07 of DB. DB is currently running 29th and Harvey in 30th. So KFB trying to catch up to the 96 of Nico, possibly get his lap back, as the 38 of Baseman is the only person between himself and the 71 and the leader, as the 11 of TC Roberts, again, a lap down along with the 88 of NM, last week's winner. So NM went from winning last week, and he's now down to 33rd on the day. Checking through this, and the 00 Mudbone is running in 4th position. There's his teammate right there hooked up with the 06 of Ice Cream some days. As Ice Cream getting down to his inside, down into 1 and 2. That 06 of Ice Cream some days taking over that position from that 660 of Garrett Miller. But I mean, great run for Garrett so far today. Currently will be in the 6th position. So again, Garrett started, what did I say, 32nd, and he's up to 6th. But again, Baseman started 27th and is up to 2nd. So great run for those two guys today. As G3 looking down to the inside of the number 88, and him not quite giving her that lane and in through 1 and 2. I mean, you know, I don't know that he's going to win today, but, you know, blocking for his teammate is always a good thing. As that 71 of Kung Fu Beer is caught up to the back of the 96 of Nico 2588 here on lap number 60 with about 7 laps to go before we get to the pit stops. We'll see if KFB can get around Nico, get his lap back, and maybe make a push back up to the front as he started, what, 14th on the day? And he is down to the inside of our leader, the 96. So Nico kind of just letting him go right now. No reason to try to fight with that 71 who's a lap down, cause any issues. Just let him go, let him get his lap back. Everything will be fine. He's up about 2 seconds right now over 2nd place. The 38 of Baseman, who is coming on, as he was about 3 seconds back a few laps ago. He actually gained a second on that lap with racing with KFB. So great strategy by KFB to race the leader, allowing his teammate, the 38 of Baseman, to catch with the draft on the number with. Coupled with the draft by the number 11 of TC Roberts to try and catch up to our leader, the 96 of Nico, as we're getting inching ever closer to our final pit stop here at Darlington. G3 still looking to try to get around the 88 of NM. And we're going to see if TC remains content to ride behind the 38 of Baseman, as they are just knocking the time off of that 96. He's going to fall into their grasp at any second here on the track. So I don't know if Nico's tires just went away early here or what the deal was, but he definitely is almost ready to be caught by that 38 of Baseman and that number 11 of TC Roberts, as he powers off a turn 4 down the front stretch another time. So the race on the track is for this for the win. I mean, for the lead and the win. As again, the laps are ticking off. As I think they're going to catch him here on this lap, and we're going to see if Nico can hold off Baseman, again, who started in the 27th position today, and see what they can do. So if they can hold him off into 3 and 4, Nico might have a good run through 3 and 4. Out of 2 they go here on lap number 66. We're going to see maybe 1 lap to pits. I think we got 1 more lap, and then we're going to hit the pits here. So, Baseman, TC, Baseman looking to take over the lead from the 96 of Nico 2588 down into 1 and 2. Nico dropping it down, trying to keep that 38 of Baseman behind him as we come out of 1 and 2. Nico going to give up the lead right here to the 38 of Baseman. So now to the lead is that number 38 of Baseman. We're going to see what they do as it is time to pit. Nico falling way back here, continually falling back. Now trying to get around his teammate, the 88 of NM. Try and control the damage here as we come off of turn 2, down the backstretch. I thought he's getting close to being out of gas right now as he is going to drop down into the pits. We're going to see if Baseman is staying out right now. So the 96 of Nico 2588 into the pits for his final pit stop here at Darlington. We're going to watch that 38 of Baseman, see what he thinks he's going to do. Well, let's jump back to the 96 and see if we can figure out what kind of tires he takes. We'll see what tires he takes. Edge of your seat excitement for the final pit stop here at Darlington on a lap number 69. So right side tires going on that 96 of Nico 2588. Fuel going in for those last few laps here, the last 5 laps. Car is down. 2 tires stop for the 96, right side tires only. We're going to see if that does anything for him. We'll see if we can catch up to your leader, the 38 of Baseman, as he may have stayed out again. Oh, here's the 38 of Baseman. He's down. He might be down and away already. Oh, yeah. Baseman is already down and away, so we're not sure what he took. He's the leader on the track. Actually, G3 is being shown as the leader right now. Nico, with a full head of steam, is that 96 of Nico 2588. Down into 3 and 4. Right behind him is the 00 of Mudbone. So with 3 laps to go, we're going to see if Nico and the 00 of Mudbone have anything to catch up to this 38 of Baseman. Edge of your seat excitement as your leader on the track is that 38 of Baseman, and I don't think that Nico is going to be able to catch him here, having led 56 of the laps today. Your leader on the track is that number 38. I do believe it's the number 38. Let's see who's in front of him. That's that 40th. Yeah, so I think your leader right now, yes, is that 38 of Baseman. Nico down to the inside of that number 11 of TC Roberts. Nico 1.3 seconds back right now, as he's about to get passed by the 00 of Mudbone. So Nico, having led all those laps, his tires went away early in that last run. Actually, I think Baseman's tires just kept the run, as I think we just got the white flag. Nope, we're going to get the white flag this time by. White flag for that 38 of Baseman. 1 more lap to go. Down into 1 and 2 for the final time. Your leader on the track in unbelievable fashion is going to be the number 38 of Baseman for KFB Racing. Baseman having currently in the 9th in points, down into 3 and 4 for 1 more time. Coming down the front stretch today here at Darlington, your winner is going to be the number 38 of Baseman in spectacular fashion. Spectacular fashion. awesome win today for this number 38 and for KFB Racing, having started way, like I said, he started way back in 27th, able to drive his way to the front and pull out this win. So amazing job today for the 38. Let's go through your finishing order. Your winner is going to be the number 38 of Baseman. Second will be the 00 of Mudbone. Third will be the 96 of Nico2588. Fourth will be the number 3 of Geek Girl Games. Fifth will be the 660 of Garrett Miller. Sixth will be the 06 of Ice Cream Some Days. Seventh will be the 25 of JTM. Eighth will be the 23 of Fuller Than You. Ninth will be the 329 of Heck of a Doober. And rounding out your top 10 is going to be the number 51 of AJM2588. So awesome job today for that number 38 of Baseman. I just came from the back all the way to the front. Just awesome, awesome job. So next week, we go to New Hampshire for the New Hampshire 60. So another short track coming up. It should be an amazing race. I think that'd be the first time we go to New Hampshire in the series. So we'll be going there. Then we're going to be hitting a road course after that. So looking forward to the next few races. Your current points will be here on the screen. I'm expecting that Duber is still going to be your leader in the points, but we'll see. We'll see who's leading the points. Great run today for a lot of folks that were in the top 10 in points, able to probably move themselves up a little bit. You know, some of the top 10 was not quite as high, so we'll see what happens. We did points. And then your team points will be here on the screen as well. I'm assuming that probably KFB Racing is going to be moving up a little bit, as well as MBR, and Douche Motorsports is going to have a few points here and there too. So we'll see who's leading the team points and the chassis points and all that stuff. So awesome, awesome, awesome race here today at Darlington. Congratulations to the rookie for KFB Racing, the number 38 of Baseman. He came from all the way in the back to the front and pulled out the win here. And awesome, awesome job by him and his pit crew and everybody over at KFB. So congratulations to Baseman. And until next week at New Hampshire for that New Hampshire 60, take care.